Be blessed by the divine. May the Almighty force and our Guru protect us, guide us, lead us, support us day and night at all times and all places and in all our duties. Good afternoon, folks. I hope you have not panicked today. Massive crash in the market. We anticipated the market to fall today. I had mentioned this, I've been mentioning this for a few days now. For those who have attended my financial astrology class, they know that this conjunction of retrograde Venus, retrograde Mercury, Saturn, and Rahu in Pisces is completely unpredictable. And we have seen several times in the past that whenever Venus goes into retrogradation, the US stock market will be completely falling down. And they have been asking, many students have been asking me, when will this market recover? I said, as soon as the US stock market falls and the correction comes in the US stock market, Indian stock market will recover. But that will happen only after the Venus retrogradation is over. Today, I want to quickly show you some of the most important events happened from the 14th of April 2000 and sorry, March 2025 till today and how the market reacted to the whole thing. Okay, the market has been going down, as you know, in the short term period between 5th of February and about 3rd of March, and then it attempted to recover a little bit for a few days, but then it moved sideways for a few days. And exactly on the 17th of March, the day after 2 days after Mercury went into retrogradation, 1415, Mercury went into full blown retrogradation. And from that day onwards, the market had attempted to recover. There has been the lowest point in the recent times in the last 1 month, that is about 3 weeks, that is, the market had touched the 22,353, and then it attempted to recover. It reached a recovery point of 23,869.60. And then the market fell down. Why did it fall down? Because on this day, 25th of March 2025, Mercury and Sun turned out to be inferior conjunction. For those who do not know what inferior conjunction is, let's just quickly see that. 25th of March 2025. Now, here is inferior conjunction. When we see Mercury in retrograde, precisely integrating around the same degree as Sun. Mercury in retrograde. So let me just write this down for you. Inferior conjunction means Mercury in retrograde, almost the same degree as Sun. This will be a turning point in the market. If the market was going up, it's likely to come down. If it is going down, it's likely to come up. At this point of time, this is a trend changing day, important day. But remember that Mercury declination angle must be moving up from negative. I will say moving up to positive angle from negative angle. Now, only when these two conditions are met, we will see that the inferior conjunction will make the market fall. Okay. Until then, this if it is from negative to positive and Mercury and Sun in inferior conjunction, the market will actually climb up. Okay. Right. So the market began falling and it kept falling. And then on 1st of April 2025, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Rahu, all of them were in Pisces in conjunction 1st of April 2025. Let's see how it will look astrologically. 1st of April 2025. Now you will find that on this day, Saturn had moved into Pisces, and these four planets are conjoined, particularly Rahu, Venus, and Mercury are conjoined with each other. And we also find, of course, not Mercury, but Venus, Saturn, and Rahu are conjoined with each other. Nevertheless, these four planets will start to give effect of each other. Now take a look at Moon. When the day started on the 1st of April, Tuesday, Moon had moved into Bharani Nakshatra. Bharani Nakshatra is owned by Venus. Venus turned out to be retrograde on this day, and a pathetic conjunction of four planets. Whenever we see planets in conjunction, the market will fall. The market fell by 1.50%, 353.65%. Then it moved, recovered probably a dead cat bounce of 166 points. Then again, it fell down on April 3rd by about 82 points, but then came the 1.49%, 345% fall on February 4th. Why? Let's see. February 4th. This was on Friday. Again, the conjunction has become a lot more stronger. Mercury retrograde, Rahu, Venus retrograde, Saturn. These four planets are very closely conjoined together, and Moon in the star of Rahu, Arudra Nakshatra, in the star of Rahu, triggering a massive malefic magnetic signals, making the traders fear. The sentiment was highly fearsome. And I had warned that on 7th of April, the market is likely to be very, very bad. Okay, and I had mentioned that this fall could be very dramatic. It went down to 21. It opened at 21,780 758.40 today, went down to 21,743.65, went to the peak of 22,254 today, but closed at 22,161.60, 742.85 points fall, 3.24% fall, and completely unanticipated fall. Okay, nobody had expected the market to fall so badly. Of course, the whole in the last 3 4 days, people have been expecting it, but I have been warning it for several weeks now. This particular problem is not going to go away that very easily, and we are going to see some massive correction coming up. Okay, so let's take the astrology chart of today. 7th of April. Now you will find that Mercury is in Ashlesha Nakshatra, owned by Mercury itself. And again, this four planet conjunction is significantly triggered, massively triggered by Moon. Okay. Now, I had mentioned on Friday that tomorrow Moon will be in Ketu Nakshatra. Ketu Nakshatra is a pretty dull nakshatra for the Indian stock market. It's not going to be anything significant. Usually, even if there is a small gain that is going to come, it will not sustain itself. And if there is a bearish movement, again, there will be nothing really correlated evidence of Ketu Moon in Ketu significantly raising the market or significantly falling the market. So I have no correlation for tomorrow. I am not confident what is going to happen tomorrow. So tomorrow, no correlated evidence of what's going to happen astrologically. Okay. So tomorrow there is no proof of what is going to happen. So I'm not going to say what's going to happen tomorrow. However, day after tomorrow, 8th of April, We saw when moon in Bharani Nakshatra, Venus Nakshatra, what was going to happen. So 8th of April, we are seeing that the day going to start with moon in Maha Nakshatra, owned by Ketu. Once again, we are not going to see Ketu is not really in close conjunction with any planet, but it is opposing the four planets. Never been seen in the Indian stock market such a planetary alignment. So I don't have the past evidence to show you how the market is going to behave. Anything is possible tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, what's going to happen in the market? Moon will be in starting in Mahanakshatra. So morning, whatever is going to happen tomorrow might continue day after tomorrow, but approximately 45 minutes later, 30 minutes to 45 minutes later, you should find, okay, around, I will say, 9:50 a.m. in the morning, moon will move to Purva Palguni Nakshatra in Venus. So once again, this powerful malefic magnetic alignment will be triggered. But only hope for us is Mercury would have come out of retrogradation. But still, this malefic combination is not going to go away. So we are looking at 4th April, sorry, 9th April 2025. Okay, past experience observation shows us that market is likely to be bearish. Okay, a fall is expected again on Wednesday. So tomorrow we don't know what's going to happen, but on Wednesday we're expecting one more fall, right? But again, this is not a no 100% correlation. This is, but we are seeing a 80% correlation of this fact in the past. Once again, this combination of these four planets have never been seen in the market. In the last 40 years of Indian stock market, we have never experienced this particular planetary alignment in Pisces. So we really have no clue how the market is going to behave. But definitely, I am not having much of a hope on the market recovery, at least till Wednesday. So, guys, this is the market, and as I said in the Friday class, markets will not fall into a bearish territory. Okay, we are in a correction territory, right? That is because the US markets in that territory. Again, US market is not in a bearish territory. It has to fall by 20-25% for us to enter. Very close. It will very, very close to a bearish market. But I don't think that the market is going to be 40-50% fall at this point of time, simply because this alignment of these four planets is purely temporary. Mercury will come out of this conjunction maximum by 14th of April. It will come out. By 14th of April, Venus will come out of retrogradation. Okay, but it will continue to be conjunction with Rahu and Venus for at least another about 2 to 3 weeks after 14th of April. Again, we have not seen this conjunction in the past, so we don't know how it is going to behave, but definitely we do not see Mercury going to play any more part in bringing the market down. So a bounce back from the current market level. Market could go down in the next 2 days, but I'm not going to be too concerned about this particular correction. I'm not personally, I do not believe, astrologically seeing whatever I'm analyzing, I do not believe that the market is going to be a mega crash from here. Clearly, this is an uncontrolled fear that is gripping the world. Okay, the fear was induced, and you know by who and you know by what, right? So planets have been used, alignment are used to induce fear in the general trading public and in the general overall economy also. Will it start a world war? I am not too sure. We don't have, again, much of a correlated evidence that we are going to see a third world war or even a trade war. I'm not even sure about a trade war at this point of time. Will India get into a recession? I don't think so. Let me tell you that again. Will India go into recession in 2025? I do not think so. Astrologically, I believe 2026 middle will be the recession starting period. Okay, it'll peak in 2026, 27 beginning, first half, and then again it'll start to improve by the second half of 2027. 2028, you can see a decent recovery in the market. So this is essentially what I'm thinking. Maybe another class I will talk about the world recession. I will show you evidences of world recession in the last about 40 to 50 years. Okay. I hope this is absolutely clear to you, and I hope you are not panicking. I hope you are not walking out of the market saying that this is a bloodbath. This is a bloodbath will make the market fall about 50%, 60%. Maybe it will fall, I don't know. But at this point of time, I don't think it is going to fall 40, 50% from the peak. It is already reached an extremely good buying territory at around Nifty around 21,800 to 22,200 levels. So it is trading today in that particular level, but then it may not really recover so quickly. There will be a nice bounce from this dead cat bounce, possibly a 5%, 4% fall is unusual in an Indian stock market. We haven't seen this for the last about 22 decades. In fact, we haven't seen such a single day fall. Perhaps COVID day or so, we had some correction like that. I'm not sure if we had a 4%, 5% opening fall in the market. I personally haven't noticed anything. Maybe there was. I haven't noticed it, but I don't think this is going to continue. I think this is going to correct. This is a fantastic time for people to buy, but please talk to your investment advisor, whoever it is, and the financial advisor should be able to tell you whether it is a good time to invest in the market or not. But stay protected, and I hope this information is useful for you to protect your capital and find innovative and creative ways to multiply your capital and achieve financial freedom. All the very best to you guys. Good luck to you. Be blessed. Okay. Any questions? Any doubts? Any of you can feel free to either put the chat message or click on the hand raise button. Otherwise, we will wrap up the class. All right, guys. Take care of yourself. Good luck to you. Be blessed by the divine. Wonderful seeing you today in the class. And I hope to see you soon in the next class. Very good evening to you. Thank you very much for being there.